Hello everyone. Welcome to Monday Management Talk Season 1 Episode number 10. This series is my first step towards the start of my journey for spreading knowledge about project management. The episodes have been released consistently on every Monday, and today we are doing episode number 10. This is a significant accomplishment for both myself and others who have helped me along the way. Also, many thanks to all the viewers of this channel. Your suggestions, comments and likes have given me new ideas and motivated me to do more for the community. I trust that my project management knowledge will assist you in furthering your career. Today, we will discuss a crucial component of project management. It starts from the project initiation and ends at the project closure. It is such an essential factor that it determines whether a project succeeds or fails. But before we get started, let's see a small recap of episode number 9. Hello everyone. Thank you for continuing to be interested in learning more about project management. So far, we have seen how project manager is involved into multiple areas and phases of the project. Project manager needs to maintain and improve relationships with all those who have greatest influence over the project. Yes, these people are known as project stakeholders. Today, we are going to talk about what does it take to analyze project stakeholders? Let me inform you, this is the final episode of this season. So stay tuned for the final chapter and hold it till the end. So let's get started. Let's see who are the project stakeholders. Let's categorize them into two parts, internal and external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders are the ones who have direct impact on the project, and the external stakeholders have indirect impact on the project. Internal stakeholders are such as team members and product owner who work on the project implementation, project management team who looks into the project governance, and the project sponsor who have invested money in the project. External stakeholders are the ones who have interest in the project from outside the implementation of it. They are affected in some way with the outcome of the project. The outcome of the project can bring positive or negative impact to the external stakeholders, and so their interest and influence in the project changes accordingly. Naming few external stakeholders are customers who are the consumers of the product built out of the project, social media, government bodies and local communities who affects the social acceptance of the product. Partners, vendors, industrial groups and competitors are affected by the consumption of the product after it is released in the market. The next step is to prepare the list of stakeholders. This includes number 1. Identify all the stakeholders. Make a note of their name, job role, contact details and their roles and responsibilities. Number 2 is to categorize them into external and internal stakeholders and further classify them into where exactly they belong as explained in the previous step. And number 3 is to note about their interest, requirements and expectations from the project. Evaluating this will really help to meet the prospects of the stakeholders, what they are looking for from the project. So friends, protecting stakeholders' interest and working towards that becomes very important to have the stakeholders' steady involvement in the project. Powerful stakeholders can make or break the situation, and their expertise can pull thoughtful triggers which can help the project in some way. Let's see how to analyze the stakeholders. The best way to analyze the stakeholder is using SWOT analysis. The SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. SWOT analysis is a tool and helps us to see what stakeholders can really bring to the project. There are few examples. In strength, we can see, can the expertise of the stakeholder have used for the project success? Or can the strength of the stakeholder help in maneuver the process well? In weakness, we can see, can we enlist all the stakeholder weaknesses? Or can stakeholder liabilities impact the project in any way? In opportunity, we can see, can the stakeholder influence be used to unblock a temporary situation? Or can stakeholder connections be used to reduce the impact of the risk? In the threat, we can see, can the stakeholders hamper the project success? Or how can the impact of the threats can be reduced on the project? You will need to add the names of the stakeholders on SWOT diagram based on your analysis. Now it's time for some action item. Enlist all the project stakeholders which you may want to consider in the project. Give with the categories to which they belong and evaluate their expertise, interest, expectations, requirements by talking to them in person. Then add the name of the stakeholders on SWOT diagram based on your analysis. So friends, this was all about the analysis of the stakeholders involved in the project. I am sure this framework can bring a lot of help to know more about the stakeholders and will make it easy to work with them. Folks, this was the last episode for the season. I will be coming back with season 2 of Monday Management Talk very soon. Share your comments and let me know how did you like this season and what more you are looking for. This will help me to bring the right content for you. In case you have any doubts, feel free to type in the comment section of the video. I will surely check and answer it for you. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and I wish you subscribe to this channel for more content on project management. This content is also available on other social media platforms. Links are given in the description. I wish we stay connected. Thank you all. That's all for this season. I will meet you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.